Hey guys, I can't believe it's been a year and a half since I went to the doctor with a glucose level of 356. And now look at my blood sugar, 77. When's the last time that you checked your blood sugar? And did your doctor tell you that you were doomed for a life of misery and early death? Well, I've got better news for you. The remedy to lowering your blood sugar has arrived. My name is Susan, and I have been living a ketogenic lifestyle for the past year and a half. I began as keto and then transitioned to carnivore. I have reversed my type 2 diabetes, fatty liver, and I have lost the 95 pounds to date. Now, first, before we can find out how to lower our blood sugar levels, we need to understand what is a normal blood sugar. Traditionally speaking, a normal blood sugar while fasting, which is to say you haven't ate in about 12 hours, should be between 70 and 100. If it is above 100 but below 126, you are pre diabetic. And anything above 126 is type 2 diabetic. Now, I personally do not want to see my fasting glucose close to 100. And lately, mine are in the high 70s to mid 80s, which is great. But right now, for some of you, perhaps even most of you, your blood sugar is well above 100. Well, the answer obviously must be exercise, right? Oh, no, exercise to lower blood sugar is a misconception. Now, yes, exercise can temporarily lower your blood sugar level, but in order to keep your blood sugar level low through exercise, you would have to exercise 24/7. And even the bodybuilders can't even do that. We all need a break. So exercise is good for you. It helps us in many ways. But for the sole reason of lowering our blood sugar levels, it's not the answer. And if exercise is not the answer, then perhaps it's just being carb smart. At least that's what the Cleveland Clinic thinks. And I'll say this, at first glance, I was excited. I was like, this clinic actually gets it. They're going to say, hey, watch out for the carbs. But that thrillment lasted about a second and a half when I realized by carb smart, they just mean eat carbs. Look at that, beans and lentils. That would do the opposite of what we're trying to achieve. It would spike your blood sugar. That's a big nope for me. Well, you might be saying, Susan, well, what is a surefire way to lower our blood sugar levels? Well, we know that type 2 diabetes is a dietary issue. And if it is, in fact, a dietary issue, then it stands to reason that a dietary change is the cure. Okay? Now, the dietary change that you need to do begins by ignoring the standard American diet food pyramid. As you can see, what they are telling you to eat most of is carbs. And to put it in proper perspective, I looked up just how many total grams of carbs that they recommend we eat each day. And this is what I found. Oh, crap, guys. 275 grams of total carbs a day. Folks, this is why you're diabetic. This is why I was diabetic. This is why diabetes and a multitude of metabolic illnesses are on the rampage, because we're cramming our faces full of carbs and sugar, and it's recommended for us to do so. That's insane. At this point, I think I need a tinfoil hat because I'm starting to believe that maybe they're trying to kill us instead of help us. I don't know, but it sure is a strange suggestion to me. But we must do the opposite. That means cut out your carbs and sugar. That is the cure. That is a surefire way to get your blood sugar levels low and to keep them there. And as you remove the carbs and sugar from your meals, you're going to notice a drastic difference. Now, the blood sugar levels throughout the day, you're going to see a difference immediately, especially if you're checking your blood sugar like you should be doing. You'll notice that when you take the carbs and the sugar out of your meals, that your blood sugar does not spike. like it did with the carb heavy meals. And as you stay consistent with keeping the carbs and sugar out of your meals, your fasting glucose will come down. Some of you it might take a little longer for, but it will happen. Stay the course. And that's it. What? Was you expecting some kind of complicated stand on your head, rub your nose, and pat your belly kind of gimmick? Whew, thank God, no. We just got to remove the carbs and sugar. It's that easy, right? I know there's an addiction to it. We're addicted to carbs and sugar. But guys, I don't get a vote on what you eat or don't eat, just like you don't get a vote on what I eat or don't eat. All I can do is give you the information. We all are at a crossroad in our life, but we have to make a decision. Now, let me give you this thought, okay? Here's your decision that you're making for yourself. You can either keep your carbs and sugar, and that might look like pizza, cake, candy bars, whatever your pleasure is, okay? You can choose to keep that. Nobody's forcing you to give it up. But in doing so, you lose your toes, fingers, hands, legs, arms, eye function, kidney function, and on and on and on. Or you can choose to give up your carbs and sugar. And yes, that means you're going to have to put up a fight because of the addiction. But if you choose that, you get to keep all your body parts and your body functions. That's your choice. And so I know that might seem a little bit rough of a demonstration or illustration or whatever you call it. But sometimes if you're like me, you have to have it put plainly to you. And so that's literally the choice you're making when you decide if you're going to take the carbs and sugar out or if you're going to feed the addiction. Okay? Now, guys, there is a saying, the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. So keep pressing on. And for those of you who might have heard all your life that your body has to have carbs, let me invite you to watch my video about breaking the carb myth. And you should be able to click on it somewhere on this screen soon. Uh, and that'll help you with that. My friends, be encouraged. It's been a pleasure, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.